is very so through this pastime, it is very clear that here Sudama has no expectations. That is one thing. The other important aspect is not just he do not have any expectation, but rather he has unlimited devotion and love towards the Lord. Unlimited, dear devotees. Cannot even understand or even correlate. See, through that interaction, we will not find any instances that Sudama is shedding or expressing that I have this problem, I have that problem, we are unable to eat, we are unable to sleep. He's not expressing that. Please understand this. Simply, he's not expecting that. He didn't come for that. Another important aspect. Sudama did not come to Krishna for that, even though his wife sent him with that motive. But his motive was not that. His motive was to simply see the Lord. And he was even shy to see the Lord because he made a mistake. You see here, dear devotees. Sudama is repenting. What mistake he did? When they were both in the forest, Sudama ate the chipped rice without giving it to the Lord. Hare Krishna. So now he's lamenting for that. He's shy, he cannot see the Lord. Just see here, devotee. Just see here. What is he doing? He is checking his heart and heart and he's trying to feel that, oh, I cannot. How can I go to the Lord? He's a king and I'm a lowly Brahmana. I cannot meet my friend. I cannot do that. He's feeling shy. Please understand this. He is actually feeling shy. So it is so wonderful, dear devotees. The qualities of the Vaishnavas, they churn our heart actually. What kind of qualities are there? He's not seeing his problem, but rather he's seeing how do I please him. So do Krishna. Krishna on the other side, he wanted to take that relationship to the core. He wanted to express his heart. So every morsel he has eaten from Sudama, unlimited things are manifesting to him. Unlimited. His family lifestyle improved. He had a big home. He had a lot of wealth. And their mother Rukmini Devi, she starved. Dear, dear husband, you shouldn't, if you eat one more, then I have to go. You're not, you don't know what's happening on the background. Please stop. I can't leave you. The Lord has unlimited love, affection towards his devotees. So, dear devotees, the moment you understand that, do we ever feel problematic to surrender? Do we ever feel that I'm losing anything through surrender? No. Don't we feel that this is a joyful process? Yes. Sudama forgot everything but after seeing the Lord. He's so happy seeing him. He was not thinking about his problems. Dear devotees, the moment you come in front of the Lord, in front of the deities, if you're thinking about the problems, then what is that? That the Lord doesn't know our problems. Rather, you ask him, how is the Boga offering today? Did you like it? You should ask, why not? He's a person. He's not just an energy. Like we go and then merge into the light or the light of effulgence. He's not like that. He's a person. He has feelings. He has. Every day, Lord is sharing so many problems from thousands and millions of people. Everyone is expressing their problems. Actually, it will be a culture shock for the Lord. He will feel shocked. What is this? This person is not expressing his problems. And he is asking, how are you? What is this? That is devotion. Lord is immensely pleased with that. But for that devotion to be established, for that state has to come. We should take this process very, very seriously. Every day, we should take this process serious. This is a serious business, actually. This is not anything else. It's a serious business. Here, Sudama, very interesting, actually. Here, Sudama, he says, my dear Lord, I do not need anything. I'm happy. Do not need anything. I'm satisfied. Likewise, a devotee, when he comes and follows the process of Krishna consciousness, he doesn't need anything else. He's self-satisfied Atmaram. Comes to that plane. He doesn't need extra endeavors of this world. If things are coming, that's okay. He'll use in the service of the Lord. Things are not there, that's okay. He'll just be satisfied with whatever he has. Actually, this is a reality. This is staying in waters. It's like the fish stays in the water for the existence. We taking the process like this, the way how our acharyas are taking, the way how these pure devotees are taking their life, if we take like that, then we'll be kept into the water. Right now we are in a desert. It's a desert. We can say, Prabhu, desert नहीं कुछ नहीं आप ऐसे ही बोल रहे हैं बहुत अच्छा है इधर बाहर नो टैंपा कितना अच्छा है क्या बोल रहे हैं आप व्हाट इज दिस बहुत अच्छा है इधर यूएस बहुत बढ़िया है इंडिया भी बहुत अच्छा है Why, Prabhu, you are saying that it's a desert. No, I don't see a desert. Yes, Prabhu, it is a desert. Who said it's not a desert? At every step, there is a problem. At every step, there is a danger. Padam padam yadvipadam natesham. Don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Do we know? Prabhu tells మనకి రేపేమవుతుందా? We have no idea. తెలీదు మనకి. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We have no clue. We are there in that state. And in that state, we are very happy, joyful, relishing. Relishing what? Sitting in the sofa, couch, watching television, seeing this, seeing that. Relishing. Thinking that this health insurance will help me. Thinking that something else will help me. Thinking that my 401k will help me. thinking that my bank balance will help me. So many other things, thinking that that will help, this will help. So many things, but it's in the desert. Where are we? It's in the desert. We're not in the waters. That's why we are dying, again taking birth. Dying, again taking birth. Dying, taking birth. Dying, taking birth. Continuously. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. You're in that cycle. Birth, death, old age, disease. Because that is not the natural state. That is an unnatural state. Old age, what state is that? Unnatural state. It's not a natural state. Disease, what is that? Unnatural state. It's not a natural state. Do you see in the spiritual world, people do hear that the devotees in the spiritual world, they're afflicted with COVID? We don't hear that. Bhagavatam never said that. There's beautiful pastime, beautiful interactions in the spiritual world. Nobody gets afflicted with COVID. Nobody is diseased. Do you see Mother Yashoda, holding stick and then walking like this? Do we see that? Do we see that picture? No, it's not like that. She is ever fresh, always. Krishna is ever fresh. He was like 125 years. Was about to finish his pastimes. Do you see like Krishna like white beard, white hair? He's unable to stand on his legs. Do we see like that? No. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. We have that kind of bodies too. But this body cannot give that experience. But the consciousness gives that experience to your devotees. Body doesn't give. The consciousness gives that experience. That's why the body can sleep. The consciousness doesn't sleep. We get dreams. The consciousness is working in the background. Please understand. Krishna, Krishna. The dreams, it's a consciousness. So consciously, the subtle body is trying to do few things, while this physical body is in a dormant state. I remember my spiritual master telling a few days back on this. He says that even in the dream he's preaching. Even in the dream, he says he's preaching, he's talking to the students, he's giving classes at the school. He's literally, he's taking care of the devotees. He's calling them one by one through names. He says that now he is in a particular state that it's difficult to forget any of those things. He's fully absorbed. These Vaishnavas are fully absorbed in the process. Please understand. Fully. They're devoted to that. That means what are they? They're there in the desert, but they are not in the desert. Because their consciousness is not here. Their consciousness is in the spiritual realm. They're relishing the process. This will come to us also if we are following in their footsteps. Mahajanayana gatasapanta dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. Mahajanayana gatasapanta. What's happening? Following those things. When that is followed, then you see the results. Very important. You see what? You see the results. Then you experience. Then you understand, oh, the tapasya, tapo divyam putrakayana sattvad. the tapasya which we started, then it will all make sense. Getting up in the morning, chanting our rounds, doing our sadhana, taking care. Sarol. I think tapasya is a big word. We're just trying to cultivate some good habits. Now, we cannot proclaim ourselves that, oh, I get up in the morning, I'm doing a lot of tapasya. That's false ego. The false ego will tell us, oh, you see, you're getting up in the morning, you're doing great. The false ego can only tell like that when we do not have a clarity of why we are doing it. The moment we have the clarity of why we are doing it, the false ego can never tell us like that. Even if the false ego tells us like that, we know how to come out of it. Because we know at every step why we are doing it. If we have this clarity, actually, this is what training is. Having a clarity of at every step why we are doing it. What is understanding? What are we learning through that? It's a great opportunity to chant every day in the morning. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It's been gifted to us by Srila Prabhupada. By our spiritual master. It's been gifted to us. This is a beautiful process which will take us back to Godhead. It's simple. It's not. Is it difficult to chant Hare Krishna in the morning? No, it's not. It's not difficult. The relationship is established. It's nice. It's a joyful process. Yes, you are chanting. Oh, that's good. Oh, you are hearing. That's good. It's good. So that we can correlate. Very, 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 very. Devotion is that. Please understand. Again, we'll take the example of Sudama and Krishna. Always remember, relationship means no expectation. Because both the sets, what they are doing, they try to give. They are not expecting. They wanted to give. Both the sides are like that. Srila Prabhupada, he wanted to give. Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, he wanted to give. He wanted to give what? He wanted to give instruction. Srila Prabhupada wanted to give what? He wanted to give service. For what? To that instruction. It's not independent. Srila Prabhupada wanted to serve. He wanted to give. By following the instructions of his spiritual master. Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur, he wanted to give. None of the sides, they do not have anything else other than that. This is pure plane. In pure plane, there is only aradhana, there is no aparadha. Because aparadha is on a material plane. In pure plane, it's aradhana. It's like we are continuously seeing what can be done. It's relishing. A sadhaka will always relish. Please understand. Sadhaka doesn't stay independent. He will continuously relish. Through what? By giving. Just like what Srila Prabhupada did. Just like what pure devotees are doing. Should just follow. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya. Mahajana. They are Mahajanas. And their servant. They are great. And they're subordinate. Because only subordinate can do aradhana. Only servant can do aradhana. Master cannot do aradhana. Even Krishna, he doesn't feel that he's a master. See, this is interesting actually. The Lord doesn't feel that he's a master. Oh, the Lord says, oh, Bhoktaram Yajnatapala Sarvalokamaheshwaram. Oh, you see, I am the controller. You see, I am this, I am that. He tells that, but he doesn't feel that. There's a difference. Because he's telling for giving the information of what I can do to Arjuna, to give him the clarity. Not just Arjuna, to all of us. Krishna is telling us, I am Bhokta, I can do everything. He's telling I can do everything, but he doesn't want to do that. That's why he creates Brahmaji, Mahavishnu, he expands himself in the Lord Shiva. Because he's not into that. उनका काम का नहीं है कृष्णा का. That's not his thing to do. His thing is to deal with his devotees. His thing is to do loving relationships with his devotees. That is his thing. The moment we discuss about this, the impersonal liberation will become pale. अरे क्या है यार उसको कुछ भी नहीं है उधर. What energy पकड़ के रख रहे? What is this energy of the Lord? You're just holding to the energy. You're just forgetting the person. What kind of meditation you'll do? What benefit you'll get? Or you press your nose here and there. What you'll get? Prabhupada says this. Or you're pressing your nose this side, that side. You're doing some yogasana. What do you get? You'll be fit with the body. Then what? It's okay. The body can be fit. For what? What is the intention? That has to be understood. So the Lord is forgetting his thing, that he is a supreme master. He is saying, please, I want you. Krishna is telling, I want all of my devotees in my world. He's telling us, please come, please come. All the devotees of the Tampa shouldn't be here in the material world. You come back to me. What Tampa? What Tampa? What is this? He's telling, come to Goloka. That's what he says. Now, he has desire far more than us. Because he wants to relish. He might have so many devotees in the spiritual world, but still his relishment with that unique devotee is unique. Because every devotee is unique. His experience with that devotee is unique. That devotee's experience with Krishna is unique. And they share those experiences. Through those experiences, they feel happy. That's why they feel happy in the spiritual world. That's what they do. That is their business. They're not behind of so-called of this world. That is what they aspire. Experiences, sharing experiences. Through that experiences only, they lead the life there eternally. Lot of devotees would have, क्या करेंगे यार उधर जाने के बाद? All we discuss, that is what they do. They do everything. क्या होगा उधर spiritual world जाने के बाद? These are the things. All these experiences are the relishable moments. And one devotee is trying to tell, oh, you know what, this is what happened. Krishna, this is what he did. Oh, they're sharing that. When Krishna in Vrindavan, not talking about in the spiritual world, in the Vrindavan, when Krishna came here 5,000 years ago, 5,000 years, no big time. Just here only. Just recent. When we compare to the time of this creation, 5,000 years is very, very negligible. Idhar hi hai na? Just recently, it's like yesterday. Oh, I always think like that. I've been here for 19 years. I just think that, I came yesterday only to US. Yes, it is true. It's an experience because we can remember all those things. See, when the memories are thought, the time factor doesn't come. Now, that is the reason why you feel like that. Please understand this. Likewise, devotees in their life, now when Krishna was not there for 100 years, dear devotees, it was not 100 years for them. It was just like Krishna, Aji hai na, Kali gaya na. That's how they feel. So when we chant Hare Krishna also, so all the gopis, they were discussing with the Lord, not Lord, Lord was not there. They were discussing with the other gopi, oh, this is what happened. This is what he did. They're like experiencing that. That means Krishna is not there, but the moment they discuss about that, they see the presence of the Lord. We can also see the presence of the Lord in that way. There's no problem around it. It's an experience. It's a science. It's a science of devotional service. And this we aspire for. Very important. And for this, we need to beg. My dear Lord, we should go in front of the Lord and then we should pray. My dear Lord, please give me association so that I can serve my spiritual master. And we go to the spiritual master and then say, my dear spiritual master, please give me the service of the Lord so that I can serve nicely. So experiences. Experiences gives happiness, Prabhu. Matajis. Not so-called things of this world. The so-called things of the world will stay where they are. Let's say you have a locker. All the gold you put it in the locker. You don't wear on your body and then roam every day. No. Especially in South India, they have like 50, 60, 100 tulas. 1,000 grams. Prabhu is very seriously watching. What do? They put it in the locker. And then what they do? They pass on that to the next generation. Oh, you are my daughter, you should take this. You are my son, you should take this. What are they doing? They're extending. Extending what? Extending a substance which is created through earth, water, fire, air, ether, which has to stay here only. Cannot go because it belongs to here. It belongs here. Just like I left everything in Memphis, I cannot take everything. Can't carry. Likewise, this body cannot be carried at the time of death. I'm serious, dear devotees. Oh, we do this, that, eyebrows, eyelashes, this, hair dye, this, so many things. I'm getting some white hair. Let me put this, let me put that. Oh, we take care of this body so much. What is that? You have to leave that body. The body is different in 30s, the body is different in 40s, the body is different in 50s, 60s, 70s. It's deteriorating, diminishing. So it's an experience. So these things we have to check. Whatever we have here, we have to live here only. But whatever you developed on a subtle level, on a consciousness level, that comes with you. For example, if you are fearful at the time of death, we get that kind of bodies. The bodies which are fearful. For example, if we are envious at the time of death, we get that kind of bodies. Because what did we do? We are envious towards the other person. We get that kind of bodies. There we can manifest that. That means whatever जो भी सोचेंगे वो मिलेगा. Whatever we think, whatever we understand, whatever we do, we get that kind of thing. If you're appreciative, if you respect others, if you're kind to others, if you're taking care of others nicely, as a service to the spiritual master, as a service to the Lord, you get that. As simple as that. You get it. Hare Krishna. I think I just ran. I'll conclude here. Anyone has any questions? Would like to add anything? Would like to share? Yes.
Thank you for taking the moment.
Here, Sushilpa Mataji speaking. Yes, please tell.
The first point that you said, the root, it is Krishna, that should be this, that has to be the center all the time. Then there is no, then it's a service, it used to be picture. It wouldn't be like a way. Still responsibility, but then the mood is like this. The giving water to future masters. I mean, the same way taking care of kids is also a service. It's another service that the more is still service. But in these two examples, like offering water and taking care of kids, but offering water, we don't we don't get anything back, like replies or there's no response. There's no response. No reactions, but taking care of kids, we don't expect, but then
Expectations.
yeah, so we don't have expectation, but it's a different person. So dealing with person is different from serving restrictions, directly with parents. So that will take time. You say that it will take time. Wait patiently, continue to be in that mode of service, serving spiritual master. Then only we will be happy. Yeah.
Actually, expectation is the greatest obstruction in one's advancement in spiritual life. Because what is expectation? That means I want something. If you come, I'll be happy. If you do not come, I'll not be happy. What is that?
Spiritual expectation also, like coming to a class.
Yeah. Expectation through the false ego. Now, sometimes that false ego can also show as true ego. But if you're adamant on that, that itself is an indication that it's a false ego. It is not true ego. In true ego, one is not adamant. Rather, one is submissive. So we don't see the devotees and the intimate associates of the Lord in the spiritual world. They are adamant. But sometimes they're adamant. That adamant is on a pure level. Because there is no conception of false ego. There are also devotees. We see through the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. The devotee, he gives nice scent to Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I cannot use this. He would throw away that scent and then he wouldn't talk to Lord Chaitanya. He's adamant. But that is true ego. Deep relationships, we cannot understand. That's on a true platform, true ego platform. That's also ego. Ego is what? I am his servant, he's my master. It is right ego, that is correct ego. I am the master, everyone else is my servant, that is false ego. So there is a difference. So that is the whole reason why they say do not have any expectation. Because expectation means what? It's a falsification. The falsification doesn't give happiness to the heart. We should always see our heart. If our heart is not happy, that means kuch problem gadbad ho raha hai. Even though we are practicing the process, still the heart is not happy. That means kuch gadbad hai, kuch problem hai. We need to fix that problem. So sometimes the solutions will come in the class. We could just apply them and then come out of it. That we need to understand.
So continuously check the consciousness if it is going to false ego, then
Yes.
aberrance.
Yes. So how do we know that it is going to the false ego? When we check our consciousness, we wanted to feel that I have to be the center. We wanted these things will come. Oh, mujhe chair dalna hai. I should sit there, or they should give me garland, or they should respect me, or they should appreciate me. I came from half an hour. I drove half an hour to the home last night. They did not appreciate me. So we kind of feel that everyone should appreciate me. No, initially that might happen, but later on also they will do it naturally. We shouldn't have an expectation for that. Oh, he should appreciate me. If something is happening on a natural level, that's okay. It will happen. The appreciation will come. Devotees, they will appreciate. They're great, actually. Devotees are great. They appreciate us. But we do not have that as an expectation. When we are having that as an expectation, that is where the problem comes. You know why we are here in this material? Because we had expectations. We had expectations from the Lord. We want to be in separation of the Lord. We want to be happy in separation of Him. That's why we are here. So we have to address that root issue. And the root thing is addressed, then everything is addressed. Hare Krishna. Is that okay? Heart has to be addressed. That's how my spiritual master very mercifully trained us. I'm eternal indebted to him. He addresses the root. Just by seeing, he'll tell kidhar problem. They give us that. If we really feel relationship, we can tell where the problem is in the person. Because we owe them. We feel them because we aspire that they should, just like a child is washing the dress, is taking care of the child. The mother is washing the child, bathing him. Why? She wants to ensure that the child is clean. Because the spiritual master, they want to ensure that we are free from all these things, free from all these inabilities of this world. So the moment we establish that nice relationship with them, our process in Krishna consciousness will fly, will flourish. Hare Krishna. So again I say, in relationship there is no expectation. You see that in the spiritual world. What is there in the spiritual world? All loving relationship. Idhar wo nahi hai. That's why we are suffering. In the material world, there are no relationships like that. The spiritual world it is. Associating with the pure devotees it is. It is. They do not have any expectation. You feed them or you do not feed them, they're always happy. They're happy. Very important. Hare Krishna. Anyone else would like to add on the call? Would like to share anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, then Nam of Vishnu.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful. So, as you mentioned, we have to follow the spiritual master. And yesterday also, you wonderfully explained how, even though we don't have, a direct relationship, I mean, not direct, a constant relationship with the spiritual master, we have to take either Siksha Guru or, somebody who can, who is close to us and build that relationship, right, Prabhuji? So how can we, I know that we have uh, some devotees visit and some devotees, are here. So how should we, build that relationship, Prabhuji?
The relationship is built through Shravana. When we hear, when our heart is addressing through that Shravana, we need to try to follow their instructions. Through that Shravana, the relationship will be established. And that Shravana will take us to the next level. We move forward. And that Shravana will give us even more deeper relationships, will give us even more deeper association. That Shravana will take us further to get more and more association. But for that we need to establish that core, which is again comes through Shravana. Everything comes through hearing, bro. What is relationship? Relationship means hearing from them and trying to follow. Why? If I follow, he'll be happy. That is relationship. For example, you go to the father. Let's say a child goes to the father and then he says, Papa, you like this? I will do it for you. Simple. That is relationship, right? I will do it for you. You're my father. You gave me everything. As a gratitude, I want to do it for you. Then what is happening? Knowingly or unknowingly, the child is protected from so many unwanted things. For example, the child goes out. He's not with his father, but he has a relationship with his father. He remembers his father. His father tells him, you do not do this, you do not do that at school. He remembers him. He doesn't do it. Happen. That's it. What is happening? The relationship is deepened in the heart. The child, now what is he doing? He's establishing that relationship, because this is very important actually. Children, when they are away from the parents, they develop good relationship. In separation, you see that. If he has already established a relationship with his parents when he was there with his parents, but when he goes away, his relationship deepens. So that is an example. So that father is a spiritual master in our life. That father is a pure devotee association in our life. That father is our Shiksha Guru in our life. And when we establish relationship with them, then what happens? The child is protected. The child is happy. Child doesn't have any complaints. He's happy with that. That thing has to be established. Then the child doesn't have any expectation. Because what expectation he has? He already feels that I've received so much. My father has given me so much. Don't have any expectation. Rather, he wants to serve the father. This is love. In love, there is no expectation. And this naturally it leads us to the selfless plane. Naturally, will you see the TOVP temple in the background of Subal Gopal Prabhu? The TOVP temple picture. You know, that was the desire of Srila Prabhupada. He expressed that, and his followers are doing it. That's a love. Srila Prabhupada gave the instruction. The followers are following it by building it. This is love. Love is on a selfless plane. It's not on the material plane. The moment our heart is showing some expectations means we are in the material plane. That's an indication. And when we take right association, when we hear daily, when we respect them, when we appreciate them in our heart, without any duplicious feelings, we definitely will follow those instructions. For sure. For sure. And when we follow those instructions, we get a lot of inspiration and we move forward in our life. All we need to do is we need to simply accept. Through acceptance, just like Arjuna accepted the instructions of the Lord. What are the instructions of the spiritual master? Those are the instructions of Krishna only. There's no difference. Do we speak anything else daily in separation of the Lord? No, we don't. Everything is in alliance with the Lord. Do we speak anything in separation of Srila Prabhupada? No, it's everything is in alliance with them. We cannot forget them. We cannot miss them. The moment we forget them, the moment we miss them, that is, we are off track. That means we are in the material nature. We are in the material realm. So we always discuss about them. Those are their words. remember my spiritual master telling multiple times, these are not my words. These are the words of my spiritual master. Wow. Look at the honesty. Beautiful. These are not our words, dear devotees. These are the words of them. This is giving back. Through our life, through our action, through our endeavor, we are giving back. Do we, in surrender, there is expectation? No. We want to surrender. We want to submit. There's no expectation in that. That is a voluntary thing. Hare Krishna. Is that okay, Subal Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Nice question. Anyone else? Okay.
Hare Krishna. Uh,
Please
uh,
tell.
so yesterday, I believe Karina asked when Krishna is in existence. I don't recall exact question, but something like this, Prabhuji. When Krishna is in conscious, why is this so much insane? A lot of things in this material world, a lot of things. I mean, uh, I don't recall exact question what she asked, but something like this. Did we discuss this one?
No, we did not discuss that
I would
question.
like to. I'm also curious about that. But she
Yes.
asked.
Yes.
She read my mind too. I had that same question, similar question, one day.
Definitely. We'll discuss about that.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Namaste Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Please tell.
wonderful class प्रभु जी yes प्रभु जी like the expectation is one of the main reason like when our bhakti get affected and we get hurt sometimes like the relations like because even with the devotees within the devotees even like as you mentioned like someone can be practicing devotion like for more than 20 years but still he can have that expectation. But as long as we have that expectation that goes through our personal thing, like we should not have that personal expectation or
Correct.
like that Prabhuji. That's wonderful Prabhuji.
Correct. It doesn't matter,
And
20 years, 30 years doesn't matter. Because if you're
yes
doing on a
Prabhuji.
material plane, we don't know that whether it's a material plane or the spiritual plane. Somebody has to tell us that is this in the spiritual plane or in the material planes. Well, we think that it's in the spiritual plane because just like we think that we are devotees,
Mhm.
we think that everything is correct. But the thing is, the heart, in heart and heart, we will not be happy because it is not in the spiritual plane. The moment it is in the spiritual plane, we will be continuously happy, bro. There's no doubt about it. The process works.
Yes Prabhuji.
But the thing is, we do not. That's why hearing is very important. When we hear continuously, what happens is we
Mhm.
can set our consciousness. क्या हो रहा है? Heart में क्या हो रहा है? इधर क्या हो रहा है? उधर क्या हो रहा है? We can see our heart, how the heart is reacting, how the mind is reacting. When we see that, then it makes a lot of sense. And to your point,
Yes
that's right. Even 20 years also, it will not go
yes
because we never worked on it. But the moment we begin working on it, it will go. It will not stay.
yes Prabhuji. And also Prabhu like this is also one of the main cause why people get hurt even in the husband wife brother
Correct.
sister parents like all the relationship people are being disturbed because of expectation.
You're right. You're right. Children have one kind of expectation, parents have another kind of expectation.
Yes
That is
bro.
crucial. Because all those expectations are in separation of the Lord.
Yes bro.
That's why that doesn't give satisfaction. That's why we are kept in a perplexed state. You expect, oh, what's going to happen? You did an interview, you expect you need to get that job. You're so worried if you do not get that job. Or somebody has fired us from the office. We have expectation. So we are in a fearful state. What's going to happen to me? Because we're not taking the shelter completely. That's when we feel, dejected, rejected. We don't feel satisfied in our heart. We always have something in the background which is running. Oh, what's gonna happen there? What's gonna happen here? They're chanting here. Externally, everyone is thinking, oh Prabhu, ये बहुत अच्छा बैठ के chanting कर रहा है. But internally, the heart is somewhere else.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So they will think
Thank
that we are devotees, but our heart and heart, we know what we are. Because our mind is so distorted so many ways. And Arjuna, he cannot control. He says that, my dear Lord, I can control the wind, I can stop the wind. Chanchalam mana Krishna, but I can't control the mind. So it's we have to be completely dependent. Then the mercy will flow.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Nice seeing you. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to add? All right, we'll stop here. Let us all offer a humble obeisance to all Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like desires who can fulfill the desires of everyone. They are full of compassion for the fallen conditions also. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo.
Yo namo
कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाए,
Jai.
प्रभुपाद महाराज की जाए।
Jai.